Pavan. Take two.
That was Pavan. It's one of the early beautiful pieces for solo guitar. And this was a piece that Aaron Shearer taught me, and it was one of his favorite pieces. I'm going to talk a little bit about Aaron Shearer and a little bit about what happened when I met him, and just briefly what transpired early in my life to get me really involved in studying classical guitar. Well, I was working in South Carolina with Andy Merrill, who was a student of Aaron Shearer's, and he was teaching me flamenco guitar. So he said, well, if you really want to study with the best, go up to find Aaron Shearer. And so Aaron Shearer was, at the time, I believe it was at American University. He started the first guitar program there, and then he went to Peabody University, and then from Peabody he went to North Carolina School of the Arts, where he retired, and he's known as one of the finest guitar mentors and teachers in the world. He's taught some of the finest students in the world. So I thought I just planned to go do it. I found he was in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So I got in my car, I drove up to Winston-Salem, I made an appointment with him to come play, try to get into school there, and I went up and I played for him. He told me, he said, you know, he didn't know if I could get in the program, but he'd be glad to work with me, and, you know, I could go to school there and study with some of the teachers there and the students. So he said, just come on up here. And then I was especially interested in working on him with his books. So I stayed with several of the guitar students in Winston-Salem. I moved up there, and I was working really almost every day for a period of time of about a year on the books. And when Aaron Shearer published his highly acclaimed guitar series with Bellwin Mills, I believe this was in the late 60s, early 70s, and he wanted to do a better job of the books. So he was writing the books, and he'd already had the books approved to be published by Melbay Publications. So I worked with him usually every day, and we talked about, you know, ADM, aim-directed movement, the principles of muscle function, a lot about the guitar, about pieces. And I was working with him. I became president of the Piedmont Guitar Society. I was studying guitar with him some part-time, and I eventually enrolled in summer school at North Carolina School of the Arts and studied with him there, and then was in the performance development classes there. But I got a lot out of it, and it was difficult. You had to know the music. It was tough, and he wasn't really positive. Realized how hard it is to make a career in playing the guitar. So that was some of the experience I had with Aaron Shearer, and that was from probably 1988. I moved there in about 1988 and stayed there for probably until about 2002, and I worked with them for probably about 5 years on the books, and some on playing the guitar with them too. So that's a little bit about Aaron Shearer, and that was for Aaron Shearer. I mean, it was just sight read. I didn't practice it or anything, but that was Pavan by Milan. So this is dedicated to Aaron, and Aaron died about I guess 3 or 4 years ago now, and he was always a good friend, and he was great to be with, and we talked about fishing and hiking, and he was always upbeat and positive about everything, but he was really serious about the guitar, so you had to really know what you were doing when it came to the guitar. This is Richard Madison. Thank you.